Mrs. Claus here. It's so good to see everybody back here again. You know, it's getting close to Christmas time. Everybody's getting excited. But not as excited as the people in this one story I'm going to tell you about. The story takes place probably, I would say, in the late 30s, 40s, somewhere in that time period. There weren't lots of TVs, if there even was a TV, I can't remember. No iPads, no iPods, no phones, iPhones, things that take our attention away from the world. Any entertainment was live. And the most popular form of entertainment and the most exciting was the circus. Yes, the circus would come to town and they'd bring a big tent, colorful, all different colors on this tent. On the sides of it, you would see all the different acts that you could see. Little acts would pop up outside the edge of the circus tent. And inside the tent, it was magical. When you went in the tent, you were surrounded by bleachers and stands all the way around the tent. So people could sit from the top and look down. And then in the center of all of the stands was a big, huge, bare ring. And in the middle of that ring, when the circus started each night, people could see trapeze artists. They could see tigers and lions doing tricks. They could see clowns, all sorts of things that brought them a lot of joy. Well, this particular summer, on this particular circus, there was a long line outside waiting to get in. And at the front of that line, there were two families. The first family in line was a mother, a father, and 8 children. Imagine that, 8 children, and they were the most behaved children in the world. It wasn't a rich family, they actually were kind of poor, but those children's clothes were ironed and spiffed up, their shoes shined and polished, and they were all in a line, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and they were all holding each other's hands, just so excited because they were going to the circus. And the mother and the father were in the front of the line, and the mother was looking up at the father as if he were a knight in shining armor. They were so happy. Right behind them was another family. Only 2 people, a father and his teenage daughter. And they were very, very excited about seeing the circus also. But they were admiring the family in front of them also. Well, the first family, the father, got up to the ticket booth and he asked the woman, I want to buy 2 adult tickets and 8 children's tickets. Well, the ticket teller told him the price. And you could see him kind of slump. And his head went down. And the father of the family right behind them noticed this. The man leaned forward again to the ticket teller and asked, what was the price? Not wanting his family to hear that he had to ask again. And the lady told him. Well, by this time, you could see the tears in his eyes. And the man behind him, the father behind him, noticed what was going on. And he kind of stepped to the side and he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a $20 bill. And he dropped it on the ground. And he waited a second. And then he bent over, and as he picked it up, he looked at the father of the 8 children and said, Sir, I think this $20 fell out of your pocket. And he brought it up, and he started handing it to the man. Well, the father of the 8 children was so taken aback and grateful. He grabbed onto the other man's hand and grabbed onto the $20. And he looked at him and said, thank you, sir. You have no idea how much this means to my family. And with that, he gave the extra $20 to the ticket seller. He got the tickets, and his whole family went in. and enjoyed the circus. Now, the father and his teenage daughter left the line. You see, that $20 would have bought them their tickets. But it didn't matter to them. They were so joyful that they were able to give something to somebody else, that they didn't need to see the circus that year. They were so joyful. They were so happy. And the young teenager happened to be Katharine Hepburn. And that lesson stayed with her for the rest of her life. It's about giving. It's about giving small moments and large moments. But it's the joy of giving and bringing hope to others that carries us through this lifetime. And with that, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.